On Amelia's 7th birthday, her mother gifted her a $10 million jade necklace, a blessing meant to protect her forever. But that blessing soon turned into a curse. The very next day, Amelia lost her parents in a tragic plane crash. In one night, this rich heiress was sent to a filthy orphanage. There, she was mocked and bullied until her laughter disappeared. One day, a girl named Elena stole the jade necklace. When Amelia tried fighting for it, instead of helping her, the staff in the orphanage tagged her as a thief and captured her. Years later, a man named Raphael adopted her. After a very long time, Amelia felt seen, loved, safe. But destiny wasn't done testing her. The cruelty followed her home. Her stepmother and stepsister treated her like a servant, starving her, breaking her spirit, crushing her every day for another 10 long years. Finally, on her 18th birthday, when Raphael planned a grand birthday party for Amelia, she saw a ray of hope as Sophie offered her a drink with a smile. Little did she know that the drink was not a sign of love, but another curse. Sophie mixed a drug in Amelia's drink. As Amelia finished the drink, she started to feel dizzy. The light around her brightened, and music got lighter. Amelia was high. The next morning, when she regained her consciousness, she found herself naked in an unfamiliar bed. Her head pounded as she recalled the glimpses from the previous night, a drink, and the stranger. Her breath hitched as realization dawned on her. She had slept with someone she didn't even know. As she about to get up, the door burst open, and soon her room was filled with guards. One of them stepped right in front of her, introducing himself as a lawyer. Amelia was confused. Who was the man she slept with? Why isn't he here? And why did he send a lawyer? Before she could process anything, the lawyer shoved a contract to her face, asking her to sign it. It was a non-disclosure agreement stating that she cannot tell anyone about the stranger she slept with. She had no choice but to sign the contract. Weeks passed by, but Amelia couldn't forget that night and what Sophie had done to her. Just then, her childhood friend Charles proposed to her. She agreed, thinking maybe it was time to move on. But life had other plans. One day she fainted, and Charles rushed her to the hospital. There, the doctor revealed her pregnancy. Feeling betrayed, Charles walked away without looking back. Helpless, Amelia returned to her father for support. But life wasn't done being cruel.
How could you be so reckless? Charles, you animal!
Dad, it wasn't Charles. He's not the father.
Then who is?
I don't know. You didn't even know the guy? How could you do this to Charles? Stay out of it, Sophie.
Amelia could feel it. Sophie had a hand in her ruin, but she had no proof, just the bitter taste of betrayal.
I know I messed up, but I'm owning it.
Enough!
Raphael thundered, pulling out his phone.
We're getting rid of this problem tomorrow.
Amelia grabbed it.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Her voice trembled, but she stayed firm.
I think I want to keep the baby. I'm an adult. It's my choice.
Raphael slapped her for the first time in her life. Sophie giggled. Amelia's cheeks stung, but the fire in her chest burned hotter. That slap? She wished the man who left her in this mess felt it too.
I made a mistake.
She said, steady.
But it's not the dark ages. I can be a single mom and still live.
Not in this house. If you keep the child, you're on your own.
Amelia walked out, and Charles followed, pleading with her to stay. Through tearful eyes, she told him he deserved better. Columbia, a clean future, not the weight of her mistakes. Though it broke her, she let him go, choosing to walk away before her resolve crumbled. Their paths had to split. What Amelia didn't realize, this one mistake would not only haunt her, but change the overall flow of her life. Amelia had no idea who the father of her child was. Devastated and alone on the street, that fateful night haunted her. Who was that man? Why did he vanish before morning? Would he even care that she's pregnant? What would her family do now? Will she ever have a home to raise her child? Thoughts clouded Amelia's mind. Just then, a familiar face appeared, Mr. Cortez, the cold attorney who made her sign that NDA. He knew everything. An hour later, she sat in his office, unaware of what fate had in store for her.
I don't expect your client to step in and help out, but you should know. He's going to be a father.
The man wasn't surprised, but rather prepared.
Miss Vera, my client would like to financially support your child. He's made sure to cover everything. An education stipend, the birth, after-school activities, and a living allowance. You just have to sign.
The offer took her aback. How could the man know about the pregnancy? How did Mr. Cortez come up with yet another contract?
What's the catch?
He smirked, cold and calculated.
If at any point in the next 18 years, my client would like to be present in your child's life, you must agree to grant immediate shared custody.
Amelia froze. Why would a man sleep with her, then vanish, only to leave her to be found by his guards? Would he try to return to her life now, to their child's? Amelia sat back, thinking. Her father had cut her off. Raising a baby alone wouldn't be easy. And so far, the guy hadn't done one decent thing for her. Odds were, he never would. If only Amelia knew her real identity and how she wouldn't have had to settle for the pennies being thrown her way, she would have met Mr. Cortez with more ferocity.
You've got yourself a deal. I hope he does come crawling back into his son's life, so I can make him regret it. So I can make his life living.
But having nowhere to turn, she had to accept the conditions for her child's well-being. But she had no idea. This was only taking her closer and closer to her real identity. Amelia half expected her child's father to show up the day she gave birth to her healthy baby boy, Max Rivera. But 6 years passed, and he never did. But fate had a twisted sense of humor, because just when she thought she was free of him, life had other plans. Amelia had built a simple, fulfilling life with Max, now 5, after being cut off by her father. She stayed in Miami, juggling college, motherhood, and an internship until she earned her degree. One evening, she found Max glued to the TV, watching CNN. She said, tossing a pillow at him.
Why don't we switch to something more age-appropriate?
News is appropriate for your age.
She grabbed the remote. Nothing humbled her more than a 5-year-old roasting her.
Look, silly animals. Mom, that's for babies.
She tickled him until he giggled.
Give your mom a break. It's been a rough morning, and silly animals help me distress.
Max rolled his eyes but gave in. For 5 years, it had been just the two of them. Just then, a notification buzzed.
Oh, shoot. The ramen's here.
Max lit up.
You got us ramen? Your favorite. I'm gonna go get it. Stay here and don't open the door for anyone, okay?
Amelia had no idea that just a rundown to get takeout would change her entire life. She hopped into the elevator, but the moment the door shut, it jolted and went dark. She cried for help, slammed the door, but nothing. She was trapped.
No. Can anybody hear me? I'm stuck in the elevator!
Frantic, she hit every button. The call box was dead. Her phone had no signal. Her breath quickened. Max was alone. How long before he starts panicking? After almost 10 minutes, the power came back on, and she bolted to her apartment.
Max, baby, I'm so sorry. The elevator broke, but I'm back. Max?
Her stomach dropped.
Max, this is a joke. It isn't funny.
She checked his bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, even the closets. Nothing. Fearing her son had been abducted, Amelia bolted out of the building. She bumped into Wanda, her neighbor.
Oh my God. Wanda, I'm so sorry. Have you seen Max anywhere?
Well, I just saw him get into a black car out front. But I assumed you were with him.
Thank you. Max, baby, are you in there?
Before she could bang again, a hand landed on her shoulder. A familiar voice spoke behind her.
It's okay, Mr. Vera. He's with us.
A rage surged in Amelia. 6 years ago, this man made her sign an NDA and then again made her agree to shared custody.
Mr. Cortez, where is my son?
He's safe, Mr. Vera. I promise.
Miss, step back. We can't tell you to approach it to calm down.
Amelia was scared. Why did Cortez take him? What does he want with him now after all these years?
What is this about? Bring me to my child now, or I'm going to call the police.
Let's not waste our time. His father wanted to meet him, and you are legally obliged to let that happen.
I'm sorry, did you just say his father?
Her mind raced. She'd imagined Max's father showing up, mostly so she could slap him and end things once and for all. But not like this. The worst part? The man had her son in the car, and she still didn't know who he was. Little did she know that his true identity would be beyond her wildest dreams, just as hers would be for him. An affluent man sat in front of Max in a black limo. Guards were surrounding the car. The man's expression was unreadable. Max was silent and scared, wishing to go back to his mother.
Hey, Victor. What's wrong with the kid?
He's just a little shaken up. Apparently he bit the guards who took him.
The man smirked.
Okay, I told them to invite him into the car, not abduct him.
Then let me go home, mister. My mom's gonna be mad, and you really don't want to see her mad.
Hey, Max. We're not gonna hurt you. I'm Javier, and this is Victor.
Max was confused. Why would men dressed like characters from an old crime show shove him into a car, yet not harm him? Why hadn't they waited for his mother? What Max didn't know was just how important he was, or how much more important the man sitting across from him truly was.
So, can you tell me anything about your father?
He's dead.
Dead. What if I told you that I'm your father?
Wouldn't that make you a ghost?
Javier stretched his hands out to let Max touch him so that he believed that he wasn't dead.
No, I'm very much alive, as you can tell. Wouldn't you want a father that's alive and around? My house has a pool. It's got a basketball court. I even have horses. You like horses?
Does your house have CNN?
Javier smiled at him. At the same time, Victor thought Max wanted Cartoon Network.
I think he means CN.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network?
No, CNN, cable news.
Smart boy. Yeah, got like 50 international news channels.
Max was enticed, but he still wasn't sure if he could trust the man. After all these years, it was he and his mother against the world.
Your house does sound cool, but my mom would be sad if I went without her. Can she come too?
Before Javier could answer, a staff member popped into the car.
So, emergency.
Javier grunted, frustrated.
I'll take the town car. Leave this one here. Max. I hope to see you again very soon.
As Javier left in a town car, Amelia was ushered into the limo to be reunited with her son.
Thank God you're okay.
I'm so sorry, sweetie. Oh my God.
She was relieved to see him unharmed. Max took her hand.
It's okay, Mom. I'm okay.
Miss Rivera, on behalf of my boss and myself, I apologize for the misunderstanding. We did not mean to cause you distress.
Oh, he didn't, did he? He just thought he'd take my son from our home while guards held me back by force. Where is he now?
She was furious that the man had managed to slip away before she could confront him.
Unfortunately, my boss had to attend to a very important business meeting. But he has invited you and Max to his estate for dinner. We'll go there now, if you'll allow.
Amelia had a sharp glint in her eyes, her fury burning inside. How dare the man abduct his son, but doesn't have the courtesy to meet her?
I will absolutely be joining your boss for dinner. Tell him we can't wait.
She needed answers, and she'd make it clear that no one was taking her son without a fight. Max leaned in and whispered in her ear.
Mom, that man that was here earlier said he was my dad.
Amelia's heart tightened. This was not the conversation she expected.
It's a complicated story. But the short answer is yes. He is. I'll explain later, okay?
The limo drove toward Javier's home, and when they crossed a bridge leading to a private island estate, Amelia's jaw dropped. Max's father lives here? She had guessed the man was wealthy, but she hadn't expected private island rich. Amelia felt like a misfit in the mansion. All her life, through the lonely days at the orphanage, through the struggles in Raphael's household, she had lived on hand-me-down clothes and scraps of food. Whatever little joy she had carved out for herself came only after she began earning on her own. But this place, this grand mansion, was a world far beyond her reach. It was as if the butler could read her thoughts. With quiet grace, he handed her a gown and informed her that dinner would be served at 8. For a fleeting moment, Amelia allowed herself to forget about Max's father. But the mention of dinner, his dinner, ignited the fire in her once more. She might not have his wealth, his power, or his world, but she would never give up Max without a fight. At 8 o'clock, Mr. Grant arrived to fetch Amelia for dinner while Max was asleep. The butler led Amelia to the formal dining room, softly lit with candlelight. Just as she took a glass of wine to calm her nerves, footsteps echoed outside the dining room, making her heart race. The door swung open, and there, standing in the doorway, was a tall, striking figure with a commanding presence. Amelia's breath hitched when he stepped into view. Amelia remembered. It was undoubtedly the man who took her virginity. The vile man who left her alone the next morning had guards come into the room while she was half naked. He was the reason why her father threw her out, why Max and she struggled, and it was he who kidnapped Max.
Hello, Amelia. It's good to see you again. Hey.
Oh, let go of me.
Had Amelia been raised in her biological mother's home, she would have been shadowed by bodyguards at all times. Instead, here she was, forcibly pressed against her will, helpless.
Your Royal Highness, are you all right? I'm fine. Hey, she's fine. Leave us.
But Your Majesty, any threats to the crown?
I said leave us.
Amelia was confused. Royalty? Who was this man?
Who are you, and why did those guards call you Your Highness? Hey, while we're at it, why the hell do you have guards?
Javier licked a small cut on his lip and smirked.
I'm Javier Calderon, Crown Prince of Spain.
Right, and I'm Mia Thermopolis, Princess of Genovia. Stop playing games and tell me who you really are.
Javier sat, feigning boredom. He enjoyed teasing Amelia.
Are you gonna join me? You have a phone, no? Google me.
All right, then.
Prince Calderon, what do you want?
I'd like you to sit and have dinner with me.
And then what?
Like my son. He should be living here with me.
Amelia's world was shattered. The only parent Max ever knew was her. And now, this man who shattered her life wants to take him away.
Hey!
You have no right. You abandoned him and now you want to walk back in and wreck our lives.
Take it. I never abandoned him. Until a week ago, I didn't even know Max existed.
You pay child support every month.
No, I don't. Someone else does.
I met with your lawyer.
Mr. Cortez was working for someone else. I was never informed that you were pregnant. I never saw the contracts.
Amelia didn't know what to believe. The words of a complete stranger, or the promises of the man she had met only twice, yet who claimed to provide for her child.
If you had known 6 years ago, what would you have done?
Look, things were different for me back then. I'd like to think I'd be doing exactly what I'm doing now.
Is Max going to be safe?
Javier couldn't answer her honestly. Being a royal came with its own perils, ones he believed Amelia could never truly grasp. But what Javier didn't realize was that Amelia understood all too well, and it was precisely that understanding which fed her deepest fear.
Yes.
Crown Prince Calderon.
Please. Just call me Javier.
If this conspiracy is true, it's unfortunate that we're both tangled up in this, but Max is all I have. You, on the other hand, have everything.
I'm not gonna take him from you. But I read the contracts. And technically, you're both contractually obligated to move in.
So now you're trying to use the contract to force...
No, I'm not forcing you. But Max, on the other hand, he's moving in. He's my son.
You can't remove a child from the only home he's ever known.
Amelia had a point, but Javier was not a man to be swayed so easily. Certainly not after meeting Max. What he did not know was that fate itself was conspiring against him, pushing him to keep the boy close. For in doing so, secrets would soon surface, secrets powerful enough to shock them both.
You've had him for 5 years. It's my turn.
Maybe lost time is your karma. For seducing a girl on her birthday and vanishing the next morning, You don't get to call the shots just because you're a prince. It might have been that way your whole life, but not now. And not with Max.
You know, kids, they adapt. His life would be so much better here. Your apartment is a death trap.
Amelia didn't want to admit it, but Javier was right. Her modest job could never provide an A-class life for Max. The floors of their apartment were cracked, the ceiling leaked whenever it rained, and the elevator often stalled midway, leaving them to climb countless flights of stairs. It wasn't the life she dreamed of for her son, but it was the only one she could afford.
Do you remember that elevator? My men accessed your building in minutes. Look, world-class chefs. I have security, a yard, doctors. He's gonna get the best education he's possibly had. You can't deny that his life would be so much better here.
I know you can give Max the best. He deserves that, but I'm not sending Max to live with some stranger, not unsupervised.
I'm sorry, stranger? We actually know each other very intimately, Amelia.
The memory rushed back, buried for years, now vivid and unrelenting. It was the most intimate she had ever been with anyone, and Javier remembered it too. Yet a memory, no matter how powerful, was not enough for trust, and certainly not enough for her to let Max live under his roof.
Yeah, I agree with you. Max shouldn't be going unsupervised.
So, you agree?
Yeah, you can move in too. I think he should be raised in a two-parent household anyways.
That's not what I meant.
Didn't you just say he deserves best? I don't see a problem with that.
Javier drove a hard bargain, but Amelia wasn't going to go forward with his proposition so easily.
His Royal Highness's estate is ours for my internship. If I'm staying, I'll need access to a chauffeur. Daily.
Yeah? We're setting terms now, huh? How thrilling. Yeah. Fine. Take the cars.
And I want you to stop stalking me.
You know, in my industry, that's actually called gathering intel. But I don't want the mother of my son feeling uncomfortable, so sure.
I want my own room and a private wing, far away from yours.
Javier loosened his collar, feeling a mischievous urge to tease her.
The contract does require that we share a bed together. I think I'd like to enforce that now.
I'd rather die than sleep in a bed with you. I'm not some harem you can chain to a headboard.
Who said anything about chains? It's quite the perverted mind you got there.
Don't you dare.
Jeez, a woman I remember used to be able to take a joke.
That woman raised a child all by herself and was abandoned fully by her family, thanks to you. Try 6 years of that and see how funny jokes are. I should go.
Wait. You can have your own way. But nobody can know that I'm Max's father. For his own safety, I have people after me.
You don't have to explain. I understand.
Good night, Amelia. It's good to see you.
A week had passed since Amelia and Max moved into Javier's estate, but it still felt surreal. Days ago, she had to choose between groceries at the supermarket, putting back her own shampoo to afford Max's. Now she was in a villa with a staff catering to her needs. Amelia, of course, had no idea that this was the life she was supposed to lead, but was snatched from her at a young age. She had forgotten all about the necklace and her dreaded life at that orphanage. After struggling for the bare minimum for so long, all of this was new for her. On top of this, she dreaded running into Javier. To her relief, he had been away all week on business. She entered her bedroom and sat at her desk in the annex office, trying to catch up on work. Balancing the move and her internship as a translator with Miami's Council of Foreign Affairs had been tough. Tensions in her office were escalating as the High Commissioner of Foreign Affairs met with Mexico's Prime Minister, and even as an intern, Amelia couldn't afford to make mistakes.
Didn't know you played for the big leagues, babes. He's hot.
Amelia startled. Along with the Prime Minister of Mexico, Charles Dawson entered. Memories flooded. Why was fate playing such a cruel prank on her? The timing couldn't be any worse. Amelia looked at Faith.
Okay, I don't even know where to begin with the comeback.
Girl, please save your breath for the steamy makeup.
Faith!
Am I wrong? Now that he's interning for the UN, you all are going to be seeing a lot of each other. He lives here now.
Amelia couldn't stop looking at Charles. Should she talk to him? How could she explain her situation with Javier? But she couldn't take her eyes away from him.
Oh my God, wait. Javier Calderon.
Amelia felt weak. Did Faith read her thoughts? Did she know Amelia moved in with Prince Javier?
How did you...
Girl, you don't know about Spain's hot, young prince? He's hosting the gala tonight. Can you believe it?
Amelia exhaled. Her secret was still safe.
Apparently, he's gorgeous. Okay, we have to make sure we look gas tonight. What are you wearing?
Since it's a work event, I figured slacks and a blazer.
Slacks? What are you not hearing? Hot, young, foreign, royal. Shh. And most importantly, so will Charles.
Amelia's heart fluttered. A part of her wanted to talk to Charles, but she couldn't deny the presence of the host, Prince Javier, the father of her son, with whom she recently moved in. The thought of Charles and Javier standing under the same roof, both within arm's reach of her, twisted her stomach into knots. The gala was less than 12 hours away, and though the very idea made her want to retch, she had no choice. That evening, Amelia wore an ivory gown and looked radiant. Although she put on her confident suit, deep down, her heart was beating 1,000,000 miles per second. As she stepped into the hall, the MC announced,
Attention everyone. The prince is here.
Amelia saw Javier walking down the stairs in a tux. It was the first time she had seen him in a week. He looked particularly handsome. But Amelia knew she couldn't fall for his charms. But could she resist the pull of fate? She herself was a part of a reputed family that she is forbidden to mention, now living with a prince. How long before the world finds out? This was the first time Amelia had stood before Charles since their painful breakup. A rush of excitement stirred within her, yet beneath it lingered an uneasy knot she couldn't ignore.
Hey, yourself.
Charles felt the same awkwardness, and they looked at each other smiling, unsure of what the other person would say.
We used to be more eloquent.
Yeah. Got us in the same room back then. We couldn't keep our mouths shut. So we started dating, and then our mouths were occupied with other things.
Amelia realized she'd said something she shouldn't have said, but 1,000 unsaid thoughts flickered between them. Then suddenly,
There you are, Charles.
Amelia would recognize that voice anywhere. What was her evil sister doing with Charles?
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
The ground seemed to shift from under Amelia. Years of abuse flashed before her eyes.
Too bad she's pretty like me. Pretty like me.
Charles knew everything, and yet, was he dating her? Was Charles a part of Sophie's plan on her 21st birthday? Was that why he left without a single word the day she was pregnant?
Charles, please!
Just then, a voice shattered Amelia's thoughts.
Amelia?
Just then, Amelia felt a pull. Javier was kissing her passionately in front of everyone. Charles and Sophie froze. Everyone at the gala was in shock to see the Prince of Spain kissing a common girl. Why did he do this, and that too in front of everyone? Is he about to reveal their secret and humiliate Amelia tonight? What royal secret is about to unfold? And how will it affect Amelia?
To find out what happens next, download the Pocket FM app in the next 1 minute to get free access to the first 18 episodes of Royal Accident for free. Hurry before the offer disappears. Install Pocket FM and enjoy free episodes now.